Imagine standing at a crossroads. One path looks easy, smooth, and familiar, but it leads to a life of what-ifs. The other path is steep, uncertain, maybe even intimidating, but it leads to growth, achievement, and the future you've always dreamed of. Now, ask yourself, which path will you take to get to your future? Every choice you make today is like planting a seed. Some seeds grow into weeds when neglected, and others blossom into trees that bear fruit for a lifetime. Are you planting seeds that will feed your future, or are you watering habits that keep you stuck where you are? Many people spend their lives hoping luck will carry them forward, but luck is silent, unreliable, and often late. What truly carries you forward is discipline. Discipline in the small things. Discipline in showing up, in learning, in improving a little every single day. When effort becomes habit, the impossible slowly becomes inevitable. Think about the people you admire, the ones who achieved what seemed out of reach. They didn't take the easy road. They faced setbacks, embraced failure as a teacher, and kept moving when most would quit. They understood one simple truth. Your future is the sum of the paths you choose today. So, here's your challenge. Stop letting the comfort of maybe later, or just this once, guide you. Step onto the path that stretches toward your dreams, even if it feels uncertain. Make choices that honor the person you want to become, not the person you are today. The crossroads are always there, but the courage to take the right path is yours. Which path will you take? Will you choose the comfort of the familiar, or the adventure that leads to your future? The answer defines everything. Close your eyes for a moment and picture your future. Picture the life you truly want to live, your dreams, your achievements, your happiness. Can you see it clearly? Hold on to that image, because here's the most important truth you must understand. Your future is not something that happens to you by chance. It is not waiting for luck or fate to hand it to you. Your future is a mirror reflecting the choices you make every single day. Every action, every decision, every habit is like a brushstroke painting the picture of your tomorrow. If you are not careful about what you choose today, the image in that mirror will not be the one you hoped for. Think about it. Each morning when you wake up, you are presented with countless choices. Do you hit the snooze button one more time, or do you get up and take control of your day? Do you scroll endlessly through social media, or do you invest that time into learning, improving, and growing? These may seem like small, insignificant moments, but they are not. They are the building blocks of your future. The life you will live 10, 20, or 30 years from now is already being decided in these very moments. Many people underestimate the power of small decisions. They think, what difference does 1 hour make? Or skipping this small task won't change anything. But here's the secret. Success, growth, and achievement are not created overnight. They are compounded, built piece by piece, choice by choice, moment by moment. 1 hour spent learning, practicing, or improving might not seem like much today, but give it time, and it becomes the difference between someone who stands still and someone who moves mountains. And it's not just about the big choices like career moves or investments. The small choices matter as much, if not more, because they are repeated over and over, forming habits that either lift you up or weigh you down. Choosing to listen to inspiring ideas instead of complaining, choosing to read instead of watching endless entertainment, choosing to help someone rather than ignore them. Every single one of these choices sends ripples into your future. Every choice plants a seed that will grow, for better or worse, but here's the challenging part. Most people avoid thinking about their choices this way. They live on autopilot, letting circumstances, emotions, or convenience dictate their actions. They wonder why their life feels stagnant, why success seems elusive, why their dreams remain distant. The truth is that the mirror of your future doesn't lie. If your life isn't where you want it to be, it is a reflection of the choices you have made up to this point. And the good news is that mirror also shows you the power you have right now. It tells you that if you start making intentional, wise, and consistent choices today, you can change the reflection entirely. Consider this. Imagine two people with similar talents, similar opportunities, and similar circumstances. One of them chooses to take responsibility for their life, to make deliberate choices aligned with their goals. The other drifts, letting the moment guide them, reacting to circumstances rather than creating them. 10 years later, the difference is staggering. The first person is living a life full of accomplishment, purpose, and growth. The second person wonders where the time went, why things didn't work out, and why their dreams still feel just out of reach. It wasn't luck that made the difference. It was choices. Every decision you face, no matter how small it seems, is a step on the path to your future. And you have to choose consciously which path you want to walk. Will you make decisions that move you toward your dreams, or will you make choices that delay them? Will you embrace discipline and effort, or will you surrender to comfort and convenience? Your future is waiting, but it will reflect only the choices you make, not the wishes you hold. And this is why action matters more than intention. Wishing for a better future is easy. Doing the things that create that future is not. It requires courage, it requires focus, and it requires a willingness to take responsibility for every decision you make. There is no shortcut, no magic, no substitute for showing up consistently, making the right choices, and holding yourself accountable. When you do this, the mirror of your future will begin to glow, reflecting the person you are becoming, the life you are creating, step by step, choice by choice. So the question you must ask yourself every day is simple. Are my choices today shaping the future I want, or are they shaping a future I will regret? Are they moving me forward, or are they keeping me in the same place? The truth is that the power to answer that question lies entirely in your hands. You can no longer blame circumstances, luck, or anyone else for where you end up. Your future belongs to you, and it starts with the choices you make in this very moment. Every time you decide to act with purpose, to take a step toward growth, to embrace discipline, you are sculpting your future. Every time you choose distraction, comfort, or avoidance, you are letting your future be shaped by chance. The mirror is always there, reflecting your decisions. It never lies, and it never stops giving you the opportunity to change what you see. Your future is not written in stone. It is written in the choices you make every single day. Think about the people you admire most, the ones who have achieved greatness, the ones whose names echo through time. Do you think they reached that level because the path was easy? Because life handed them a smooth road with no obstacles, no challenges, and no moments of doubt? Of course not. Success has never been a straight, comfortable road. It has always been a path strewn with difficulties, tests, and moments that challenge your very resolve. And yet, it is precisely in those moments when most people turn away that true success is born. Discipline and persistence are the cornerstones of achievement. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when your body screams for rest. Discipline is what pushes you to practice, to learn, to improve, even when there's no applause, no recognition, and no immediate reward. Persistence is what keeps you moving forward when failure knocks at your door, when rejection stings, and when the results you expect seem nowhere in sight. Success doesn't come to those who wait for comfort. It comes to those who are willing to embrace discomfort, to endure hardship, and to stay the course long after the excitement has faded. Consider the story of a seed pushing through the soil. It doesn't matter how fertile the ground is if the seed refuses to break through the surface. The soil may be heavy, the weather harsh, and yet the seed persists. It pushes through because persistence is built into its nature. Similarly, every step toward your goals requires a willingness to face resistance. Life will challenge you at every turn. There will be distractions, setbacks, and moments when quitting seems easier. But the difference between those who succeed and those who fail is simple. The first group keeps going, even when going is hard. It's easy to be motivated for a day, a week, or even a month. Motivation is like fire. It flares up quickly but dies down just as fast. Discipline, however, is steady. It doesn't rely on feelings, on mood, or on fleeting inspiration. Discipline is deciding that what you must do is more important than what you want to do right now. It's waking up before the world demands it. It's choosing to study when your friends are relaxing. It's practicing your craft when nobody is watching. Every small act of discipline adds up. Every repeated effort compounds over time. What may seem insignificant today can become extraordinary tomorrow, and persistence, it's the stubborn refusal to accept failure as permanent. Everyone encounters failure. It is inevitable. But the difference between someone who gives up and someone who succeeds is how they respond to that failure. Do you see it as a dead end, or do you see it as a lesson, a step forward, a necessary part of the journey? Persistence is the art of continuing to act even when the results are not immediate. It's planting seeds without expecting immediate fruit. It's climbing the mountain even when the peak is hidden behind clouds. It's writing one more page, making one more call, trying one more time, believing one more time. Temporary comfort is seductive. It whispers to you, rest, delay, procrastinate, avoid the hard work. And for many, that whisper is irresistible. But here's the reality. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort keeps dreams locked in the realm of imagination. Comfort keeps potential buried beneath excuses. Comfort may feel safe, but it will never take you to the heights you dream of. To achieve, you must embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. The long hours, the repeated failures, the sacrifices, the no one believes in me moments. This is where the magic happens. This is where your future is forged. Think of a runner training for a marathon. Every day, they wake up to the pounding of their heart, aching muscles, and the thought of how much easier it would be to stay in bed. Yet they lace up their shoes, step outside, and run. Why? Because they know that success is not found in ease. It is found in the repetition, in the commitment, in the moments when persistence meets discipline. Each step, though painful, builds strength. Each day of consistent effort compounds into endurance. By the time the marathon arrives, the runner is not just ready, they are unstoppable. Your life works the same way. Success isn't a single moment, a sudden breakthrough, or a lucky stroke of fate. It is the accumulation of small, disciplined actions performed consistently over time. It is the courage to keep going when the world offers easier options. It is the determination to persist even when progress feels invisible. You do not need to be brilliant or lucky. You need to be consistent, committed, and willing to endure discomfort in pursuit of your vision. So ask yourself, how much are you willing to endure for your future? How committed are you to showing up, to doing the work, even when it is hard, even when it is inconvenient, even when no one is watching? The path to success will always challenge you, always test your patience, always push you beyond what you thought you were capable of. But it will also reward you with something priceless, a future that is built by your own hands, shaped by your own choices, and earned through your own effort. Remember, easy paths lead nowhere. Temporary comfort will never create lasting success. But when discipline meets persistence, when small, consistent actions are compounded over time, when you refuse to quit despite challenges, you will find yourself on a path toward greatness, toward a future that mirrors the effort you invested. And when you finally arrive, you will know the truth. The hardest roads often lead to the most beautiful destinations. Life is full of moments that demand a choice, moments where you stand at a crossroads and the path you take will determine your entire future. These are the moments that define who you are, not just who you think you want to be. Every decision, whether big or small, carries weight. Every fork in the road comes with consequences and the courage to make the right choice, sometimes against fear, doubt, or pressure, is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who drift through life wondering, what if? Imagine standing at a literal crossroads in a quiet, empty field. One path looks smooth and easy, lined with comfort and familiarity. The other path is rugged, uncertain, and steep, with obstacles visible from where you stand. Most people instinctively choose the smooth path. It feels safe. It feels like it will get them somewhere without risk. But in reality, the smooth path rarely leads to the life they imagine. It leads to a life of regret, of opportunities missed, and of dreams deferred. The rugged path, the one that demands effort, courage, and persistence, is the path that leads to growth, achievement, and fulfillment. It's the path that will stretch you, challenge you, and ultimately transform you into the person capable of achieving the future you desire. Every decision at a crossroads is a test of courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is acting in spite of it. You will feel fear, uncertainty, and doubt when faced with the choices that truly matter. That is normal, that is human. The measure of your character is whether you allow those feelings to control you or whether you take action anyway. Courage is stepping forward when the easy way would keep you comfortable. Courage is making the choice that aligns with your long-term goals, even if it feels uncomfortable in the short term. But choosing courage does not mean choosing perfectly. Mistakes will happen. Wrong turns will be taken. There will be moments when the path you thought was right reveals itself to be flawed, when your plans fail, and when your decisions seem to lead to dead ends. And that is where the second part of this journey comes in, learning from your mistakes. Every misstep is a lesson, a clue, a compass pointing you toward the right direction. People who wander aimlessly in life often do so because they are too afraid to face failure, too ashamed to admit mistakes, or too stubborn to adjust their course. But those who achieve greatness embrace mistakes as part of the process. They reflect, adapt, and move forward smarter, stronger, and more focused than before. Commitment is the third pillar of choosing the right path. Even when you make a courageous choice, even when you learn from mistakes, the journey is not complete without staying committed. Life will test your resolve. It will present obstacles that seem insurmountable. It will tempt you with shortcuts, distractions, and the illusion of easier alternatives. Commitment means holding your course when it is inconvenient. Commitment means showing up every day, doing the work, and refusing to give up on the future you have chosen. It is what transforms a good decision into lasting success. Without commitment, even the best choices can lead to nowhere. Think about someone building a career, a business, or mastering a skill. They are constantly at crossroads, deciding whether to push forward, whether to take risks, whether to invest time and energy into growth. Some days are exhilarating, some days are discouraging. Some choices feel like progress, others feel like setbacks. But the person who commits, who keeps moving forward despite challenges, who learns from missteps instead of being paralyzed by them, is the one who reaches their destination. The crossroads in life are not obstacles. They are opportunities to define who you will become. And here's the beauty of it. Every crossroads is also a chance to rewrite your story. Even if you have taken wrong paths in the past, every moment presents a new choice. You can choose differently today than you did yesterday. You can adjust your direction, take responsibility, and step courageously toward the future you want. Life is not about never making mistakes. It is about using your mistakes to guide you, building resilience, and staying true to the vision you hold for your life. Every successful person you admire has faced countless crossroads. They have had moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. They have failed, stumbled, and sometimes lost their way. But what sets them apart is their willingness to make decisions, learn from them, and commit to the path that aligns with their dreams. They understood that wandering aimlessly accomplishes nothing. Only intentional choices, guided by courage, reflection, and dedication, lead to the fulfillment of one's potential. So, whenever you encounter a crossroads, pause, not to hesitate indefinitely, but to reflect on which path aligns with your vision. Listen to the lessons of your past mistakes. Gather the courage to act even when fear tempts you to stand still. Commit to the journey, not just the decision. Understand that life's greatest achievements are not born from luck or coincidence, but from conscious, courageous choices made over and over again, even in the face of uncertainty. Your future is waiting at the end of these crossroads. The paths are many, and the choices are yours. Wander without direction, and you may find yourself lost. Step forward with courage, learn from mistakes, and stay committed, and you will find yourself exactly where you were meant to be, living a life shaped by your vision, defined by your decisions, and enriched by the journey itself. So now, I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine your future, the life you've always dreamed of, the person you want to become. Can you see it clearly? Can you feel it deep inside? That future isn't waiting for luck, and it isn't waiting for someone else to hand it to you. It's waiting for you to step forward and claim it. And here's the truth. The path to that future is not marked by ease. It's not paved with comfort or convenience. It's paved with the choices you make today. Every moment you spend doubting, hesitating, or waiting is a moment you will never get back. Ask yourself this question: if not now, when? If not you, who? How long will you stand at the crossroads wondering what could happen before you finally take action? Life isn't a rehearsal. There is no second chance to live the same day twice. The opportunity to shape your future is happening right now, and it's up to you to make the move. So I'm asking you, no, I'm challenging you to take a step. One step toward your dreams. One step toward the person you know you were meant to be. And yes, it will be hard. It will be uncomfortable. You will face obstacles that seem insurmountable. People will doubt you, and sometimes you may doubt yourself. But let me tell you something very clearly. Discomfort is the birthplace of growth. Every challenge, every struggle, every moment you push through fear is a moment that strengthens you, shapes you, and brings you closer to your destiny. Picture this, a young man with a dream, unsure if he can succeed. Everyone tells him it's too hard, too risky, too impossible, but he decides to take one step, then another, and another. Every small decision compounds. Every effort adds momentum. Months pass, years pass, and suddenly he looks up and realizes he is not who he was yesterday. He has grown. He has learned. He has become someone capable of achieving what he once thought impossible. That could be you. That is the power of courage, persistence, and disciplined action. So, what will your story be? Will you be the person who watched opportunities slip away because comfort felt safer? Or will you be the person who rose, who acted, who refused to let fear decide their future? Let me tell you something. The choice is not in the world outside. It is not in luck, in circumstances, or in waiting for someone to give you permission. The choice is in your hands, and the power is already inside you. You just have to believe it, and then act on it, and when you take that step, don't worry about being perfect. Don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are trying, proof that you are moving forward. Every failure, every setback, every no you hear is a stepping stone, not a roadblock. Listen to it, learn from it, and keep going. The person who succeeds is not the one who never fails. It's the one who refuses to quit. It's the one who understands that life's greatest lessons come from the paths we stumble on, not the paths that were easy from the start. Now imagine yourself 5 years from today. What will you regret more? Taking a bold step and failing, or never taking that step at all? What will haunt you more? The effort you gave and the lessons you learned, or the life you could have had but never tried to claim? I want you to feel that in your bones. That regret is far heavier than failure. That fear of inaction is far louder than any temporary discomfort. So, let that fear ignite you. Let it push you forward instead of holding you back. Here's the beauty of this moment. It is yours. Right now, at this very second, you can choose. You can choose the path that leads to your future. You can choose the path that challenges you, shapes you, and eventually rewards you with a life full of purpose, achievement, and fulfillment. You can choose the path where discipline meets persistence, where courage meets opportunity, and where your dreams meet reality. The power is not somewhere in the universe. It is already inside you. You just have to claim it. So I want you to stand tall, even if it's just in your mind. I want you to look at the crossroads of your life and see not fear, but possibility. I want you to hear the voice inside saying, I can do this. I will do this. I am capable of more than I have ever imagined. And then I want you to act. One step, then another, then another. Keep moving, keep growing, keep believing, keep choosing, keep learning, keep rising. Because here's the truth. The only thing standing between you and your future is the decision to move forward. Every choice, every action, every moment of persistence matters. Every step you take brings you closer to the life you were born to live. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. There is only now. There is only this moment. There is only the choice you make today. And that choice will echo into your future in ways you cannot yet imagine. So, which path will you take? Will you choose the comfort that keeps you safe but stagnant? Or will you choose the challenge that leads to growth and greatness? Will you step forward or will you stand still? The answer is yours. The power is yours. The moment is now. Take that step. Claim your future. Build the life you dream of, not someday, but today. Rise up, choose boldly, act consistently, and persist relentlessly. Your future is waiting, and it reflects exactly what you decide to do in this moment. Walk into it with courage, with purpose, and with the unwavering belief that you are capable of more than you've ever imagined.